Hi again, this is Gail Minogue, and today we're going to talk about how we create our own life before birth. I think that it's really important to understand a little bit about, before we got in here, what were we doing, and what is special about why did we come here. So we're just touch on a few of these things to give you an idea of all the work that went into your life and your planning before you came in. And understand that you didn't just land here to just get old and die, okay? You came here to learn certain things, and you need to have a body that will help you do that. Because the earth plane is different than other planes. It needs a physical body to operate here. Once you come out of this earth plane, you do not need the physical body anymore. We call that death, but you don't really ever die. You just continue on to other planes, and you continue into consciousness and learn. But when you're going to come in here, there's a lot of effort that goes into helping you get a good start and have a good life. So you literally meet with what I call a soul grouping, and these will assist you, or guide, shall we say, in putting your plan together for this incarnation, this time round. A blueprint's about 120 to 150 years, so you never come in here thinking you're retiring, okay? The other thing is that you decide prior to birth, what gender do you want to operate in? And the gender will depend upon a lot about where, when the other times you've been here, what were you? Were you a man? Were you a woman? Were you, what was going on? Were you transgender? What do you need to learn while you're here? So you'll choose the gender. And the energy as it spirals in will pick up what we'll call a molecular structure, so that by the time you are actually a living, breathing entity, you have a gender to work with. And you will work with a personality, which is from your name, and it tells you the personality you're going to have. So when you come in, you put together that if you've decided to be female, the energy that's spiraling in will come from the north to the south. And in that way, you will have a larger chest area, a larger mass of hair area, and as the energy goes down, a smaller area, the genitalia, will go inside, and it's just the opposite in the male gender. It will come from the south, go north, so the larger genitalia will be outside the body, and as it goes north, the chest is smaller and the hair is less. So it's everything spirals in and spirals out of here, including us. So we have to do the work of putting this together prior. We choose the plan we want. We have a grouping of souls that are helping us, a guide. We will have another soul that will come with us to stay with us while we are here to assist us in growing here. Because this is a hothouse of emotional energy and free will choice. These are the two major lessons you get on planet Earth, is emotional energy and free will choice. Everything is charged with these two items, so you never forget that. And remember, you have a guide, an invisible guide with you. Now, you need to learn to ask, and most people never do. They don't even know they have one. So the guide cannot interfere unless you ask. And then it will assist you. So you may always ask. You always want to be attached to the invisible world that you cannot see. Always. So you want to learn to use this world, this earth world, but don't depend upon it. Use it, but don't depend upon it, because you're not of this place. You're visiting. You got a physical body to work with, and you have also an energy package that's going to assist you. You decide when you will be born, not your parents. When decide. You have arranged that prior to birth when you had your, let's put it this way, your official meeting, okay? So now you're coming in. You're going to come in on a certain date. You're going to take a first breath, meaning you just come out of the birth canal. You take a first breath. At that instant in time, you are magnetized with an energy package. This energy package will stay with you the entire time you were here. And it will be based on the heavenly structure at that instant in time. Since we're always tied to the heavens. We come from the heavens, we return to the heavens. And we come in a different form. We come in a different form than we have to be on Earth. Remember, the only place you need this type of structure is on this plane of Earth. And when you are leaving here, which is in another YouTube video we talk about, okay, you will drop the physical body and get out. So now you've created it. The blueprint's about 120 to 150 years. You're going to take very good care of this body. It was given to you in a certain manner, and you have an energy package where a sun sign, the sun was at a certain position, the moon was in a certain position, the Mars, the planet was in a certain position. So this is your energy package. So you have a moon here and a sun there and a Mars there, and all of these planetary systems, as they're moving in the sky, are affecting you here on Earth. That's why people want to know their astrological, but the sign is not everything. It's what's going on inside it. So you have a name that you create before birth depending on the major destiny you want to have. There's a lot of time that goes into that planning. You do not have to like your name. A lot of people do not. But you do need the blueprint or the formula. So you look at that formula and understand that in your name is all your talent, all your karmic issues or the things you need to correct, okay? The personality that you're choosing to work with and the destiny you're going towards. All this was a lot of planning before birth. Before you ever got in here, that was sealed and for you to come and carry. It's like you're going to go on a trip, and here's what I'm going to need when I go on this trip. I'm going to need a body, okay? I'm going to need an energy package I have to work with, and I need a guidance system, and I have a destiny, and I need a direction, and I need to know the timing. All that's put to place before birth when you come in. That's a pretty big deal, and a lot of people don't realize they even have one, and they just wander through like lost souls, and they don't understand they're so disconnected from who they truly are. Because when you think about it, you're not your physical body, obviously. There's more to you than that. You're always thinking beyond. What is the thinking? What's going on when you're thinking? Is it the mind that's thinking, or is it something deeper that's thinking through the mind for you? The other thing, too, I mentioned briefly before I close this video, is that the brain is one of the most important parts of the physical body, that it must be watered the whole time you are here. So you're going to water your brain, keep it hydrated. The brain is 80% water or fluid. Keep it hydrated. The key to long life is hydrate the brain, hydrate the body, okay? Keep moving in circulation. Remember, all these molecular structures prior to coming in were constantly moving. And so the body requires itself to be in constant motion here, all right? It's always creating. Everything here is constantly moving and creating, dissolving, evolving, and breaking apart, ending, moving on, evolving, creating, evolving, dissolving. So you are too. So just remember that prior to birth, you did a lot of work to get here. So make it worthwhile. Don't waste it. Take care of the physical body like you would a fine racehorse. Treat it with great respect. Don't burn it out by the time you're 50. Don't think you have to keep up with anybody, because nobody was put together the same way you were. Not even twins. They may look alike, but they have different blueprints due to their names. Okay? So just keep this in mind. The next time you want to feel different or someone else or compare what I have and they have, forget it, okay? You've put a lot of effort and time before you ever got here, so use it wisely. So we'll talk again on another YouTube video. And thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you. I'm Gail Minogue, and I'm so glad you tuned in to my YouTube channel. If you're not a subscriber, I would love it if you subscribe, and then you can get anything new I'm putting out, and I hope to keep putting out more and more. The other thing, too, is if you need a private session with me, I do those, and it would be very, very helpful. You can keep it for the rest of your life. It's the gift that keeps on giving, and you can go to my website, gailminogue.com, and that should be showing on the screen for you. You can also reach me. I have an 800 number even, 800-600-0256. So you can go to my website, check it out. I try to post every week, but I definitely would love to see you on YouTube. And thank you so much for tuning in.